1 second, guys.
Not what I wanted to do.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Where is my share stop? I don't have screen sharing. Erika, can you see if I can stop sharing?
Yeah, I'm trying to see, you guys. Sorry, technical difficulties. It says I'm viewing MJ's screen. Hold on.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, and I'm going to leave. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, take care, guys. Have a good one.
thanks, MJ. There you go. Woohoo!
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys, I want some more. I want questions. I know this whole room has a whole bunch of questions and answers, so let's do some Q&A. How did it feel when you guys went in from your first call to your fifth call? What was the difference? Can we get more? Can we get some more examples, guys?
Sherry Kraus. Thank you. Her hand went up real quick. On
Let's
mute, my dear.
go.
Hold on, darling. Let's unmute you, okay? There you go.
Yes, thank
Perfect.
you. Well, and I didn't even put myself in the competition there because I made all 5 of my calls today, actually. Had a super busy work week, and then it took me a bit, like Erica said, just making the script your own. But once I got even to the second one, I started off by asking, is there who in the office handles investor transactions? And so I had a couple of them. Oh, so-and-so does, and they transferred me to that person. Or this person does, but they just stepped out of the office. Let me take your name and number. And then they called me back. So once I had some, one of them was, and it was more of a national company, and they seem to be really, sticklers, as we've heard on some of the other ones, where they seem to be more rigid, where another one that I talked to was seemed super excited. And that was the one that I mentioned, maybe how Christian, I think, went to a meetup that a title company had or something, that I'm going to be talking to this guy again, who was really excited, talked to a lot of investors, was going to connect me with one of their wholesalers that runs into gap, needing gap funding, which it sounded like, for the EMD. So I made it up in my head a lot more difficult than it was once I got started. So I feel more confident for next week to be able to go through. But yeah, definitely that script that MJ provided helped. I just needed to, reorganize it and make it my own, so that it was, and frankly, practiced it so that I felt comfortable. Okay, what am I going to say? How am I going to talk to these people? But yeah, so it helped getting going, but had to get that initial couple calls going.
Wow, that is awesome. How powerful is that? So not only was the script provided for you guys, but it helped you to bring confidence in your communication and how you could effectively, get what you needed to get across. Wow, that is amazing, you guys. Let's do a couple more. We got somebody else, or do we have any questions? Or I see a hand up there.
I'm looking here. Anybody? Hold on. I thought I saw somebody.
Yeah, I've seen a couple hands
Hi,
in
Trisha.
the chat.
Is your hand up from earlier, or is that you, my dear?
No, it's me. Sorry. And so I guess what my question is, because I did speak to somebody, and then they have the script, right? Or the it's not really an NDA, but what, our PACE contract. And they want to add, I think they said I can incorporate parts of it that I want, but it has to be their kind of paperwork that we use. Has anyone run up against that, where you want it? Because I know there's keys to PACE's contract that would affect us in a positive way to protect us. But I'm not sure where those are in the contract. Does anybody know that? Because I could just, I want to send her pieces of it to say, okay, as long as this is in here, we could use your contract kind of thing.
So real quick, you know, what we want to focus on anytime we go into the title companies, we always want to use the contracts that we get from PACE. So we don't want to defer away from that, because it is those contracts that we know that will protect us specifically for what it is that we are doing. So if the title companies, let's just say, perhaps don't want to use those contracts, and we could always drop an addendum. And Christine, I believe you can speak to this. Are you there, Christine? You want to chime in?
Yeah, my best advice to you is definitely find another title company. Anybody who does not want to use PACE's contract and our contracts, there's other title companies out there that will just protect your money.
Yeah, so absolutely. And that's what the bottom line is. The bottom line is if they cannot show you and prove to you that they cannot protect your money, then that is not the people that we need to be working with, because the ultimate goal is to protect the money. And ultimately, that is why I'm going to tell you guys why MJ and I walked away from $1.4 million this past weekend, because, and we'll get into that, but I want to, is there any other questions, guys? Anybody feeling like they are in a gray area, or where they think they might need help when it comes to calling title companies? Anything like that we can try to get underway as a group? Is there anything we could do? Any questions, guys?
We've got Nadine with her hand raised. Nadine.
Let's go. Is she muted?
Yeah, let me see if I can ask to unmute. There you go, darling.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Nadine. I'm new to the group, so thanks for having me. This is great. I really just wanted to ask a question about, there was mention of MJ's script, and I was wondering if that's a shared script that some of us could get access to if we don't have it.
Absolutely, you can have it. Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll Giselle and Erica we'll make sure to get that out to you guys, okay? For sure.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And thank you, Nadine. You brought up a great point, because as we're expanding, we are getting a lot of people that are joining, a lot of Gators that are joining our group. So please, please, please reach out. Is anybody else put in the chat that number one, if you need the script for calling title companies? I will make note of it. Giselle and I will divide and conquer. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Okay,
everyone.
so guys, before I get into this story that literally took up my whole weekend, is there any other questions? Is there anything else that we can help you to motivate you to keep taking steps forward? Because this is the time to do it, guys. And we are here to help. Look, yes, go ahead, Christine.
I'd like to offer up, if anybody needs help running scripts, like maybe we can do a one-on-one Zoom and I can pretend that I'm the title company. I make about 100 phone cold calls a day. So that's my jam. So if you guys need help, reach out on Facebook and let me know.
How powerful is that? 100 cold calls per day, you guys. And
Wow.
that is her jam. Hello. That's awesome, man. That is so awesome. This is so powerful, guys. This is what community does. Community helps each other out. I mean, since we were born, it's that we've always been told it takes a village. What is different here? What is different in this community? It takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village to raise a Gator. Let's go. Gators should be a lifestyle, and giving should be a lifestyle. It should be a choice, and we should be making it on a daily, every single day, you guys, every single day. Okay, let's digress. I feel like nobody else. So again, I'm going to do this one last time. Nobody else has any questions. Everybody feels confident they can use the script and talk to the title companies, right? I'm going to go. Oh, Giselle, I see you.
Hi, guys. So I would just, it just came to my mind right now. So now that we're like reaching out to title companies, because myself, I'm still working on generating those leads and I haven't got any leads yet. But since we're reaching out to title companies, how should I keep following up with them? If I'm still not getting any leads where I'm gonna start working with them, but like, what do you guys recommend as to following up with them so I can still continue building that relationship so I can have that like that open door.
Erica, you want to give her an example of when you sent your emails out?
Yeah, so just saw one of the things that I always think it's good as far as multiple ways of like testing things and taking action. What I did was I actually sent emails out and I used the intro as the end of MJ's script. And basically, just be all honest, reach out to them and say, hey, my name is Giselle. I'm from this area. I'm new and I'm looking to partner up with a lot of wholesalers and provide them EMD. But of course, I'm going to need some guidance. So I did some research. It looks like you guys are highly rated. So I have some questions for you, right? I'm open, I'm humble, I need guidance, blah, blah, blah. And so basically that's what I've done. And I'm going to share the results next week because of course that's what we do, right? we always leave. No, I'm just kidding. We don't leave you guys hanging all the time. But yeah, Giselle. So honestly, like one of the things that I did was just reach out, use the end of the script to open up the conversation, ask the questions and just give them the opportunity to answer you, build that rapport. And again, it's just a way of taking action. And I love the way that the script is laid out with just, this is who I am. These are the questions that I have. And it's a great way, that way, if you catch them in the middle of the day and maybe they don't have enough time to answer you or what have you, it gives them an opportunity to be like, I need to go back to this person. I need to help them. And it almost like Pace says, it filters companies out, right?
Yep.
It filters them out because our time is valued. We need to respect it. And, when you reach out to them that way and you show humility and you show being humble and you show that you're really looking to establish a good relationship and you're showing your true intentions and you're laying it all out there, it is filtering them out. So
Yep.
another way to do that.
Yeah, because I did reach out to a couple title companies. Like I said on the messenger chat, the second one was like, oh, first get a deal, send me the deal and have the right contracts and I'll let you know how friendly we are. I was like, okay. They just hung up on me. So I was like, interesting. But like the other two title companies that I reached out to, they were like so helpful. They even sent me like a link so I can have access to like their website where they like you can search for properties. You can look for like the tax, like whatever, like if they have liens and stuff like that. So it was like two different experiences already from like oh, we're not that friendly, but here I am to help you. Like I'm working with investors. I'm very excited to work with you. Like, like they were so open to help. But like, I just wanted to see like, how can I keep following up with them since I already started that conversation? And in case like, I'm still not getting leads yet, but I still want to have that contact so they don't forget about me.
Perfect. And so I think you are right where you need to be. And I'll tell you why. And well, first, before we even get into that, I want to let you know that if at any point in time you feel like a title company cannot communicate with you effectively and treat you like a human being, I wouldn't want to follow up with that title company anyway, because your time is valuable. You are valuable. Every single one of you are worthy and are trying to do something bigger than yourself. So when it is that you are taking these steps forward, it is at your best abilities to weed out these individuals and remove them, and then maybe possibly put them on a spreadsheet so that way like, I don't need to work with them because me, Giselle, or me, Nadine, or me, William, or me, Sherry, or me, Giselda, or Christine, or Patricia, or Marie, or Josh Hill, or Kimberly, or Amy, or Roberto, or Jing, or Derek. You guys it is you who bring value to them. So you have to understand that when you bring value to the table, there's a level of respect that needs to be going both ways. So if they cannot provide that for you, then you need to then move forward and be okay doing so. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is I would probably do like I would create a spreadsheet. I would maybe say, hey, I know that at the end of this month, I want to give this title company a call, or I know that in 2 weeks, I want to then send out an email, be like, hey guys, just checking up. I know I haven't heard nothing back from you, but here I am. This is my face, or however your letterhead will be. And then you just then you just take those simple steps, and then you keep moving forward. But the bottom line is, when you come to the table, when you open that door, when you go and talk to these title companies, it is you that bring value to them and not the other way around. So that level of respect, that needs to just flow like water. And that's how I want you guys to come to every situation. That's how I want you guys to attack every situation, attack every title company. And then when it all comes together, and when you actually get to see the contracts and then turn them into deals, it's that feeling, knowing that you can do it. MJ and I both cried when we got our first checks, and I was like, look, brother, we can do this, and we can show so many people how to do this. Like, MJ is literally making PDFs for every single one of us to use, to automate, to use a script, to use a template, to get us moving and get us stepping in the right direction. So great question, Giselle. I hope that I was able to answer your question. And okay, so do we have, I see two more hands, guys. Well, I see a few hands. Nadine, did you want to talk again? And then William, did you want to say something? All right, so yeah, Nadine's a no, William is a go. Let's grow.
Quick thing. So yeah, just to follow up on, something that you said is, when we hear those no's, it's just a simple way of, like taking it as a no now. And also, just after you hang up and just kind of like, evaluate on what happened, you can always say, okay, I could have done this, or I could do this next time, and so that's exactly what happened with my second call. With my second call, they were like, oh yeah, we don't work with investors. And I was just like, hey, so are you guys opposed to, just, work with investors in the future? She was like, oh, that's above my pay grade, and just kind of left it at that, and so when I hung up the phone call, I was like, okay, what else could I have asked her? Okay, is there so who's the person in charge? Who's the person that works with investors in your company? And so my third phone call, when I talked to somebody that she didn't have any idea of, they did it or not, I was like, hey, so do you think, is there anybody that worked with investors? And she got me right away with Misty, and Misty does work with investors. And another thing that I learned was, okay, what kind of investors do you work with? And she was like, hey, yeah, so I deal with wholesalers. And then bam, I was like, okay, well, at the end, I was like, hey, something else that I do is that, I can help these wholesalers just with EMD or, any other type of lending, just bring my way. And she was like, okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But there is that. So just kind of like take the no and just be like, okay, what else can I go ahead and, just what can I learn from this call and implement in the future ones? And then one thing that I'm struggling with, is the follow-up with the email. One thing that I'm kind of like, just in my mind about is maybe not sounding as professional because I don't have a website up yet and running. So do you guys have any recommendations for that, just to make sure that, when we're following up with these people, that, we sound and we look professional as well?
Okay, so William, just let me understand this. You are now looking for a script for a follow-up email?
No, I see the script right there in the document that was shared. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about how, if you guys have any recommendations as to, creating a website or, some ways where we can just sound more professional if they want to look us up. And, they don't, they just don't think that they're dealing with just anybody, out there.
Like a credibility package sort of thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So the one that I used originally was GoDaddy. And on GoDaddy, they sell like this whole package. I think it's like less than $300 to help you facilitate that. You know, you can get your web domain, they can set up your web, as long as whatever package it is that you buy. Anybody else, has anybody else used any other websites that we could put in the chat for everybody to then you know, go in and look? If you do, guys, just put it in the chat, and then people can then go in and see how they can source to make their websites. So
Hey, while they're doing that, Dayton, it would be something kind of cool if somebody has a like if you know, whether it's somebody in our group that's already established all of that might have some ability to where we can kind of leverage their information, and just kind of, since we're all partnering and since we're all a group, I mean, and all a team, maybe we can talk about that in the future, right? Where if
Yep.
somebody's got something established and somebody that's new needs kind of a little bit of a partner to show credibility. Oh, hey, Dayton's my partner. Absolutely. Here's his website, right? Because
Yep.
that's what we're all here to do, is we're all here to leverage community. And
absolutely.
Okay. So we're all
Absolutely.
at different chapters. Might be an option, maybe.
And William, just so you know, MJ and I both have like done away with our LLCs, and we're now creating one LLC together. So just because you feel like you look unprofessional, brother, you came to this game because you wanted to be more than yourself. So who cares what anybody else thinks? We just keep moving forward as a team and as a group and as a community, if that makes any sense. Okay. So we're all right. We're all right here with you. Like MJ and I was like, you know what, brother, I think it'd make more sense for both of us to just do one LLC. Because, you know, once you get into multiple partners, now we're worried about syndication, and it's like, let's keep away from that word, because no, for right now. Okay. But okay, so guys, I want to tell you guys what happened to me and MJ. It's going to be very quick, but I'm going to basically show you why it is super important to have community, why it's super important for us to just bring our questions here, get it answered. When you guys leave here, I don't want you guys to be in the dark. I want you guys to be in the light and being ready to move forward. So let's get into it. All right. So last Thursday, MJ and I both, we received this email like, hey, I got this lead. The thing is, they need the money and by Monday. So granted, it's the weekend. So we get this offer. They're like, hey guys, we need $500,000 to purchase this business. And so MJ and I, we go in, we get all the details, and they tell us, they're like, okay, this is what we need, 500,000, but we're flexible. And then if you guys could perhaps give 700,000, then we'll raise this percentage. So then MJ and I, we go back, we raise another 700,000, and then we go back to the negotiating table. And guys, keep in mind, we got this on Thursday. By the time Saturday morning came, MJ and I both, and I am so humbled to say this, and this is what you folks get to look forward to. MJ and I, over the course of this weekend, was able to raise $1.1 million, you guys. And I cannot wait till every single one of you guys are in our shoes and are ready to do what it is that we just went through. What we would try to do is avoid what had happened in the next part. So let me get back to it. So we raised 1.1 million. We go back to the negotiating table, and I want to say this is Sunday night at 2:00 in the morning. I think we slept maybe a total of 6 hours throughout the whole weekend. And so we're calling, we get our calls, we go talk to some investors. MJ's like, Dayton, we did it, brother. We were able to raise what they need. I said, okay. So he said, let's go back to the negotiating table. So we get to the negotiating table, you guys. And this is what we learned. So we learned that at this negotiating table, we was able to eat in 3 different positions. We were able to eat at the beginning of the process. We were able to eat in the middle of the process. And then we were able to eat at the end when they sold the business. So the end of the process. So we learned over the course of this weekend, plus we learned that we could raise 1.1 million because of community, because we believe in each and every one of you, because we want each and every one of us to do deals, to bring these contracts in, to do deals, so we can all, the goal is ultimately is financial freedom. And why not do it with a group? Look, we got 41 people in here. I guarantee you 41 people can come up with creative ways to become financially free, you guys. I guarantee you that. Without a doubt in my mind, So let me digress. I get back to the story. So we go back to the negotiating table and they tell us, okay, listen, we'll sign your documentation from the seller to the escrow company. So we get in there, we're like, okay, perfect. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. And then we're like, okay, so now it's in the title company. What happens if the buyer moves away from the situation? So then what we were asking for in return was, well, what type of cross collateral would you have if we gave you 990? It ended up being 990K that they were asking for. And so when we came back to the negotiating table, that's like that 7th time, and they were talking about how they could protect our money. Essentially, what ended up falling short was they did not want to give us any cross collateral. So they had multiple properties, multiple like megaplexes. They had like 6 or 7 businesses. And what we were trying to do was like, hey guys, how can we use this to help us protect our money? And they only wanted it to keep it to the deal. So because they could not use some type of leverage to show us at the end that they was going to protect our money, we literally had to say, hey guys, although we do appreciate your guys' time, because you guys cannot effectively show us how you will protect our money, even though this deal is probably one of the most amazing deals that we got to be in, we have to walk away. And guys, just so everybody understands, we raised the money on our end. So had they protected our money on their end, MJ and I today, because it was a 5-day close, MJ and I would have walked away with $1.4 million today. So just to bring everybody up to terms on what it is that you can do by yourselves, or what it is that you can do when you're not by yourselves, and what it is that you can do when you have somebody who has your back, when you have somebody who can communicate effectively. And guys, this is what we are trying to do with you guys, but we have to change our mindsets. We have to come away from the fact that we think that we can do it by ourselves, because we can't. It is so much easier for us to come to a group like this, ask whatever question it is. William, great. I'm so glad that you got to come here, bring your education that you learned to this group. Patricia, same with you. Like, this is Christine, same with you. Nadine, same with you. Sherry, same with you. Giselle, this is what our community needs to be about. It needs to be about us moving forward together as a group. So with all of that being said, guys, $1.4 million was the biggest negotiating deal I've ever done in my entire life. And it was such a tremendous experience and learning curve for MJ and I. And what we are now setting up in the background for you guys is how to maneuver around certain obstacles, so that way, once you guys come to the table and you are ready to go and raise this capital on your end, then you have the blueprint to just make it a smooth transition. So, you know, that, and guys, it was such an amazing experience. Since then, though, MJ and I both, I think we have 7 contracts on the table right now. We have 5 deals in the process. We have probably 14 coming through the pipeline. This is my point, guys. I met MJ March 18th, that weekend in Venice Beach. Okay. So this is not like I've known MJ for 20 years. I met MJ, somebody who was like-minded like myself, who would rather give as much as he can back to the community, because we both understand that the more that we give to you guys, the more that we would receive. And that is what we are trying to give you guys. And that is why we come together. That is why we take time away from our families. That is why MJ then makes spreadsheets. He makes PDFs. This is why we do the game. This is why we have individuals like Christine who come out to speak about underwriting. This is why we got Tony coming out on Wednesday, so he can help you guys. He wants to do live calls, show you guys how he does it, the processes that he works through it. And this is why we do that, because we understand that we don't have to be in the box mentality, you guys. We are Gators. We already have locked arms together. Why not move forward together on this path to greatness that we are already on? Why not do it together? Why not come together as a group, answer what questions you need, and then just keep growing, you guys. But Erica, I want to digress, you guys. I wanted to show you guys what is possible and what is coming in your future, because I'm telling you, 2-3 weeks ago, I just met MJ, who I am so blessed to know. And he has literally been excelling me in the computer world like since then. And this is why community, this is why Big Picture Gators will be successful, because we have individuals who don't want to be individualized. They want to be community. They want to grow, and they want to see other people grow. And the more that we give, the more that we will receive. And guys, that's what we want to do. From us to you guys, we want to grow you guys, and we want to show you guys. And just so you guys know, like, I'm not even sure if I should say this. Okay, I'm just going to say it. So we are right now creating a game. And again, this is just a prototype, but we're trying to implement this very quickly. But we need to make sure that our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed. So, but we want to create a game where everybody can get involved, where we're doing either PML deals, EMD deals, gap funding, double closes. Like we're right now trying to do a game to facilitate with you guys, so that way you can JV on deals and we can start showing you guys the processes. Again, we're very new, and we're very new to all of you folks, but I'm telling you, we believe in the power of giving, and we believe in the power of community. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna step away. Do you guys have anything for me or any questions that I'll be happy to answer, you guys? So let me just be quiet for a second, and if you guys got anything, I'd love to hear it, you guys.
So I've got some questions in the chat. I'm just going to go through those real quick. We've got a lot of value. I love how a lot of people are dropping value. Derek, he and I were having a little side chat about, what was the name of that? What was that site called? Derek, can you take yourself off mute? Something about some sort of funnels. I'm trying to find it.
Quiz funnels.
Yeah, so share with us a little bit about that, and just kind
I
of.
got my little ones here. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
It's just a type of funnel that uses curiosity to get your prospect to go down a funnel and give you their information, and then you follow up with them based on that. So I have a little bit of very limited experience with that, but I think one of the things that it takes is a little bit of time to craft who your ideal customer is, and then to get down to what it is that they want, and using that to kind of, to set up the funnel so that they're interested to give you their information and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
awesome. That is
That
awesome.
Yeah, don't you think? Like, that would be pretty cool. Let's, we're gonna put you down, Derek, if you don't mind, as just far as like future things and having, you know, we'll have discussions offline before we, you know, bring it to the masses here, but we would love to have conversations with you about that.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Cool,
that
cool.
software is pretty cool. I
Another
use it as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see, going down the list here, got some great comments. There was something here at the bottom. Good.
Guys, just so you guys know, so it's in the background, we have MJ, myself, Erica, and Giselle. So please, guys, show them some love. These ladies and gentlemen, they have been instrumental in the whole works, getting everything facilitated, sending out the links, getting on Facebook, tagging people, getting them in the group and through the onboarding. So again, Erica, Giselle, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to see this group over 10,000 because I'm sure it's coming. It is coming.
Awesome. Of course, we are all here together to grow for sure. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the, you guys are on fire tonight. Somebody said, where can we get the script? So I think that was that Josh? Anybody that does not have MJ's script, just put a number 1 in the chat. Giselle and I will kind of divide and conquer here and make sure that we send you the script for calling title companies. So yes, they are. Jamie says every Friday at 8. Absolutely. We're working on getting some automations going so that you guys get the reminder. But yes, we always drop it in the group. If you guys are not in the Facebook group, drop a 2. Drop a 2 if you're not in our messenger, because we've got to get you in there. Some awesome conversations happen, questions happen, people share experiences and feedback. A lot of that is going to play into our Friday calls as well, just so we can expand upon that. Okay, so
Yes.
drop a 2 if you are not. Okay, cool.
Yes, guys. So super important that we all get on that Facebook Messenger. And the reason being is when we can't get a hold of each other throughout the week, then we can just pop on there and be like, hey guys, I'm dealing with this title company. I don't know how to get around it. Can somebody give me some insight? Bam. Now we got you on the Facebook Messenger. We can hop on there. I'm sure out of all of us that are here together, somebody has a way to get around this obstacle. Whatever that may be. So let's keep encouraging everybody to do our onboarding, go through, let's get on that the messenger and let's keep growing, you guys. This right here, this right here, this culture, this big picture Gator culture, we cannot set up a lazy culture. We have to get out and take action. We have to call title companies. We have to reach out to wholesalers and realtors because we know that networking will play a big part in how we keep moving forward and getting forward progression. So we have big pictures. Just know that when you become part of this family, not only does all your questions get answered, not only will you get scripts, but not only will anything that you are in the dark about, we will try to help facilitate you out of the dark and bring you into the light. But you need to know that when you come here, it's time to take action, because I know that everybody wants financial freedom, and it will be your actions that you take today that will get you your financial freedom tomorrow. Okay. So guys, if nobody else has anything for us, I would like to conclude this meeting. I am so grateful to be a part of this Big Picture Gators. It's going to be next level. I know that right now we're just at the foundations and we're building, and I'm glad that each and every one of you will be a part of the pillars that we get to place up, because that is, I'm looking for long-term relationships. I'm looking for cultivation. I'm looking for next level. And right now, every single one of us in this room will be the pillars of how big and how awesome this Big Picture Gator group can truly become. So thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this, because I am very humbled to be here, and I am very grateful to have met each and every one of you. And every single weekend you might hear me say this, but it's because I truly believe, guys, 29, let me just, before I hop off, let me just give you a 4-year rundown on where my life has been. In 2019, I was living paycheck to paycheck, you guys. I found out about house hacking in 2017. I went into the rental properties and I love passive income. It has changed my life. So 2019, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. 2020, I implement house hacking. 2021, I implement house hacking plus house flipping. 2022, I do house hacking and house flipping. And then in 2023, I learned that I did not have to be so tunnel vision. And I could do house hacking, I could do transactional lending, and I could do house flipping. And not only that, not only did I learn that we could buy other people's properties with no money down, but we also learned just in the past 3 weeks how to buy people's businesses with no money down. And all of these things will be broadcast here in Big Picture Gators because there's so much out there for us to eat, you guys. There's how do I put this? We walked away from $1.4 million just 5 days ago, you guys. And I just met MJ 3 weeks prior to that at Venice Beach at the meetup with Pace Morby. Like, this is what your future you have in store for your future, you guys. It's right here. This is why we're going to give back, you guys. And again, I just want to let you guys know I'm very humbled to be here. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for all your input. Thank you guys for doing your homework. Next week, I want everybody to focus on underwriting. Christine, I believe we're going to talk to you about possibly setting up something with you next week, so you can go over that with everybody here. I also believe, guys, we have on Wednesday, I believe at 12 p.m., we have Tony who is going to do live calls. We're going to send the links out. If you guys want to attend them, please do. If not, as always, get on the Facebook Messenger. You got any questions, get them on there so we can get those questions answered for you, because the faster you are out of the dark and in the light, the faster you are having forward progression, and we can keep moving forward. But until then, guys, Big Picture Gators, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Ah, man, what a beautiful, beautiful community.
So glad we got to finally meet you, Dayton.
Oh, hey, guys, trust me, the pleasure is all mine. I am so humbled to be here. I am so humbled to share this journey with each and every one of you guys. This will, in what I believe will be life-changing for each and every one of us. Our goals for this group alone is in the hundreds of millions. So trust me, there's so much in store, and I just need everybody to just allow us to facilitate it, allow us to structure it, so that way when we do present it to you guys, it's just smooth and everybody can just flow as a system as it should be. And that's ultimately what we want for everybody. So I am the one that is humbled to be a part of this. So, whew. Man, I felt long-winded, you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I think I'm gonna fly down to Juneau and go visit my little brother. So I was supposed to fly down to MJ, but he has a celebration, so maybe we'll postpone that to the end of the month. But you guys, thank you guys so much for coming. I definitely look forward to speaking with all of you guys next week, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right. Derek, Josh, you guys are good? Josh, you're good, brother? You guys have some questions? You good? Okay, good. Hey, keep coming, you guys. We got a lot in store for you guys, and we're just trying to make sure that once we put this information out there, it is easy for everybody to absorb, and everybody can use it to move forward. So, Amy, how's it going? You got some questions, Amy? No? Okay. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by, Amy. I look forward to doing going over so many contracts with you.
Thanks, Amy.
Oh my goodness, you guys. How was that? How did I know well, how did it, just tell me. I need feedback.
Oh, that was great. What are you talking about? That was so
Ugh.
good. You should see everybody in the comments. They're so engaged.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the comments once because I was just like in what I like to call gator mode.
Hey, do you know if MJ has an iPhone? Because there's somebody with an iPhone trying to come into the meeting right now, but I have a feeling it's a time zone issue because it's 9 o'clock.
I
So when
can call him on my iPhone. So yeah, he probably does. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He probably does have an iPhone.
let me just see. It might be somebody that has a time zone confusion, but hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him in to let him know just in case. Let's see who it is. Who's our surprise guest? Who is our surprise guest?
Oh, surprise guess.
They're connecting. Oh, they're gonna have fun with us.
Come on in.
See, Dawn Marie is trying to come in, and I'm sorry, Dawn Marie, it's 9. My love. All right, I'm sorry.
Guys, I need
We'll see.
feedback. What do you guys think?
So, I mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, Giselle.
No, go ahead. Because I like whenever you talk Dayton, it's just like let's go, we can do this. Like I think that's what we need a lot for like most of the Gators that are here, just so they can feel more like ready to take action. Because I think that's because I talked to a couple of Gators and they're like, oh, like I'm still kind of going through the trainings. I haven't finished and like I don't feel that comfortable like yet talking to title companies because I don't really know what I'm talking about in a way. Like I'm
Mhm.
still learning about it, so I don't feel that confident to talk about it. So that's why I feel like that you talking to them and like you're already sharing, like you just started, but you're already doing deals and all these things. It's kind of like it helps them like build that confidence in themselves to just go take action, which I think like your attitude and your like energy and everything, it's like very, very necessary for the group. So keep that up for sure. Like you are I tell my husband that you're like the pump in the group. Like you're like the motivator and you're like the one that keeps us like going,
Yeah. Oh man. You know why? Because you guys, I truly I believe
Hold on
that.
hold on one sec. Whose iPhone? Whose iPhone? Is that MJ? If not, it's gonna be somebody that, I'm so sorry. It started at 8 o'clock Eastern and it ended at 9 o'clock Eastern. So whose iPhone? It means
Who
it's
is-
over.
Who is that? Come on here. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
we
just
got another one. God bless them. We love all of you guys.
oh yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
if you're not MJ iPhone, we love you, but we have to exit you because this is just it's a behind the curtains meeting. So please join us right now. Right now it's 9:04 Eastern. By 9 Eastern every Friday, the meetings will be over. So they start at 8 o'clock Eastern, which was 1 hour and 5 minutes ago. So make sure to make those adjustments. Hop on next week and we'll have
Oh,
amazing
hi. I'm
things
so
to talk.
sorry. This is my name. I am not MJ. My name is Gayla. I am a Gator.
Hi.
And I did stumble on the link and I wasn't sure if it was still on. I am in Pacific time, so I am at 6 o'clock. You're at 8 o'clock. But yeah, my apologies. So the next week, I will make sure to be on time.
You are a darling.
Yes,
I
so I was trying to adjust my phone. I was just trying to adjust. Here's my picture. I was trying to adjust my phone and I was moving. So yeah, my apologies. So
Oh, honey, you're
Okay,
fine.
well,
You're
all right.
fine. Good to
We'll
Thank
see
see
your
you.
next
We'll
face.
see. Hey, we'll see you next week. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I just got a text. I said,
What?
hey Dayton, I was able to make it in. I said, oh, awesome. I hope that I was able to inspire you. I did try my best. She said, oh, you definitely did. And I can't believe you guys raised that amount in a few days. It's incredible and amazing. And like, man, this
Really is. Really is. So
is why this community is going to grow, because we just need to keep giving back.
yeah, well, and you brought up a great point. Like people, I think, are so conditioned to be, you've got to be this standout. And the thing is that we've got to all understand that, of course, we can be standout, but a lot of what standing out is realizing we're stronger together. Like that standing out is recognizing the power that we have as a community.
Exactly.
That's standing out. It's saying,
Exactly.
I don't have to be some big old bad whatever. I can be humble. I can have humility. I can leverage the resources behind me because it's going to solve an issue of whatever it is somebody might be needing, right? And then we
Exactly.
all benefit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Erica, we're still recording. I don't know if you want to stop it.
No.
Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry, I cut you off. I just didn't want to
This is
interrupt.
the gold.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
guys, we can have MJ edit it. So I'm going to stop it.
Okay.
I just want to I just saw the recording. I was like, oh no, we're still
Again,
recording.
see, it speaks to the power of team. Hold on.
So
Stop it.